So guys, welcome back to another episode of Wrench Heads. So today, this is gonna be the last update video for the Subaru. We are back in the shop with he's helping me record at the moment. But so basically, we got the engine, everything's in, and the car is fully done. We got the intercooler piping, Mishimoto. All fluids are in. The car is ready. The gold front mount, you gotta see. And then, so previously yesterday, we actually started it the first time and it ran pretty good. So I'm gonna have I talk a little bit about the tune and how it felt.
I have to put that down. What's up, guys? If you see me, well, basically the intercooler piping.
Yeah.
If you want to bring that up closer, let me see. Originally, this right here was supposed to be sitting right here, but our problem was that his cool AOS catch can. it's in the way of the Mishimoto style intercooler, so we had to work our way around it. The way we did it was basically, we made a split here where this used to be one piece, and then we were able to turn this pipe over to the left so it curved just right around the AOS, and then we were able to bead roll the ends and connect it that way. Same thing with the turbo. If you watch the other videos, you guys heard us talk about how the turbo design on this one does not match with the intake with this model Subaru compared to the STI model Subaru or the older WRXs. So what we did to basically accommodate that and accommodate this turbo on this engine, I don't know if you can get a shot of that. You got the elbow here, which is a 90-degree elbow. It comes up. The Mishimoto pipe here. And then we split it here so we can get it to work correctly. And the rest. And that's what we did to remedy that problem. It looks like an easy task, but it wasn't an easy task at all.
Yeah.
It took time and it took labor and thinking, but we got our way around it. And now
It looks good.
it looks good. No leaks, in the tune, the logs that we got so far with the tune, there's no leaks. Getting to the tune, so far with the base map that we got in it, that only took us one night with the 1050X injectors. It feels already responsive on the throttle response. It starts right up. There's no, rough starts or anything like that we had. So it should be good to go pretty soon. We just want to get a couple miles on it, and we start doing the full throttle tunes, which that's where all the fun starts beginning, and we start seeing what this turbo can put out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, can't wait for that.
Yeah, when he took it out yesterday, we got a little bit of the sound, and I'll tell you what, it sounds amazing compared to the, I guess you could say the last tune or whatever mods I had on.
Yeah, well, the turbo will change that too.
Yeah.
And the intercooler piping, how you have it. The turbo definitely changes the sound of the exhaust pitch a little bit because of the bigger, bigger housing and everything. Yeah, and it's an 11-blade turbine. So with that 11 blade, you definitely get that kind of like that diesel chug exhaust note that you'll get, and that's real nice. That'll get louder too as it breaks in. As everything breaks in, the turbo breaks in. You'll hear that resonance a lot louder. It'll sound real nice, real nice. So trying to start it up for him?
Yeah, right now I guess we're starting up.
Okay. Here's a startup. Let me get a little closer. The throwout bearing squeaks a little bit. Thank you, ACL. Thank you. told him to rev it for you guys a little bit. Yeah. She's alive.
That thing is loud. Loud.
So yeah, man.
I like that.
Yeah, it's nice. It definitely sounds a lot different. I noticed between shifts, even light throttle, it was popping. It was popping. So you're gonna get that pop when you shift here and there.
So yesterday, like I said, when we started it up, we ran into another problem, as usual. The wideband sensor connected to the downpipe. It, I guess, blew or
Yeah,
it went out.
it lasted for maybe 10 minutes and then it went lean, and now it's unresponsive. We checked all the connections are good. So it's another blown sensor, it seems like, and this is not the first time me personally has experienced this. It seems like every one that I do, you know, no matter which car, I'm going through at least 2 or 3 sensors before the end of the tune. So figured let you guys know how these 4.9 Bosch sensors are holding up.
Yeah. Even when I checked the reviews online, people say the same thing. They went through 2 or 3 of them before it actually like hold for a little while.
It's disappointing, but you know, it's disappointing that that's one of the main and easiest only options you can kind of go with right now.
Yeah.
You know, all the systems are using the same style sensor. He found a generic one. We're gonna try that out and test it. If that works, I guess we could recommend that.
Yeah.
You know. So I'm gonna get, cause I don't need the wideband sensor to tune out the cruising part of it.
Okay.
The wideband sensor's a need
When we go
full throttle, because we're gonna have to see how rich it actually goes. With the stock air fuel sensor, it only gives you a certain reading and then it stops. You know, so let's say rich is like 9 AFR. If your engine was running at 9 AFR, the stock sensor won't actually tell me that in the computer when I'm logging it. It'll only go down to 11.02. That's it.
Then I won't tell you.
So we won't know. So we can always tune it rich so say we didn't have a wideband. We could tune it rich all the way to 11.2, but we won't know if it's going richer than that. Which if you're running at 9.0 or anything lower than, let's say 11.5, if you're running lower than 11.5, we won't really know. And that could be bad, because you'll get cylinder wash, which is too much fuel. You'll wash all the oil out of the cylinders, and then your cylinders will freeze up. You know, basically, it's like running no oil. They call that cylinder wash. Too much fuel in the cylinders. You know what? Disregard what I said. Not 11.5. Anything under 10.9 AFR. Anything under 10.9, and you'll start having to worry about cylinder wash. And another thing is good for wideband that's able to read lower, the aftermarket ones, is if you ever want to run E85, you know, that wideband will have that range that we can tune it correctly also. You know, because E85 reads out a little different. Yep. That's another thing to think about. The only problem with E85 up here where we live is we don't have any gas stations, not that I know of.
It's only in Allentown. Actually.
Allentown, and what is that, like an hour away? Like, come on. So what if you wanna, you know? I mean, we could set you on 2 maps, so one on E85 and then one on 93 pump octane. But
No, I don't really
then you gotta keep switching it,
Yeah.
you know, whenever you want. So, yeah. But it's just nice to know if you ever want to go E85, because it looks like we'll probably get pumps here soon that's gonna have E85. So if you ever want to go to it, you're already mildly set up for that. You know, your fuel system, you won't have to worry about too much. We'll see what we can get with E85 with your current fuel system. Yeah. All right, and that's the progress, guys.
So, like I said, last update video. Let me know what you think of the build. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and as always, Wrench Daily.